UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Patrick Queen.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Returning it is Moore. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 42-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Check.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. is to Jones. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens' 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Black 20.
A collegiate star in nearby Maryland. This is Anthony McFarland. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Ball carrier.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Whip. Watch the whip. Check 9. Let's go. Lock it.
On second down, McFarland. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Taken down back at the 18-yard line.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Dante Pettis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Chris Boswell, the kick.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to.
And now look at him go. The 30, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Chris Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Eric Ebron.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
But it's 3rd down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ravens 14, Steelers 7.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Terrell Edmonds.
There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
It's a gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
On 2nd down, it's Jones, and he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 26. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
First down.
A give to Jones, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brought down at the
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a dump-off here complete.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down. Now the 3rd
third-year man from NC State. It's Jalen Samuels. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
First down, Steelers.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Again, the ball
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
This is Ingram. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12. At the 42-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
To Mark Ingram.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, Jackson. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. On the return, Johnson. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be second down.
3 at the 46-yard line.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Eric Ebron. Incomplete. It's third down. And 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now it's Roethlisberger. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young.
Roethlisberger's pass.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else. Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has a total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
Baltimore Ravens.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now Jackson. And going deep downfield for Boykin. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Well, Gardner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Jones on the carry.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
Listen back. Jack 15. Listen back. 58 for Mike. 58 for Mike.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. The fullback run. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The fullback dive held up short, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball? 155.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, standing just outside his own goal line. .36 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From just shy of midfield, Roethlisberger. He sets up the screen to Jones. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Black 20.
Now a first down carry by Jones. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
First down.
It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
2nd and 10. Running right, Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They needed a yard. They got it. First down. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Ingram. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
And 2.
the third-year man out of Rutgers, it's Gus Edwards. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to run some clock with Ingram. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Devin Bush, the Steelers' leading tackler as a rookie last year, gets another there.
At the 42-yard line.
Second and 9. Ingram again. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Ingram again the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He can run for it, and he will. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game as the Ravens push further out in front. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And they take a knee.
Jackson on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
And they will take a knee here.
Jackson on the keeper.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Jackson.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Johnson on the return. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Roethlisberger's pass incomplete. Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, and it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Now in desperation. It got his man complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. It's up and it's good, so that'll mean the final deficit will tally out at 10.
Ravens 27.
Well, on the one side, if you